Hello there. Well, today we got a short amount of time, so we're here doing one of the little tasks that only takes a short amount of time. We opened this wall up, a little more of this wall up. This is the back wall of the house. We opened it up a little more in order to put a hose bib. While Scott was redoing the water, he thought, it'd be a good time to add a hose bib. There was one outside before, but it came out of the house with a piece of copper, and then they went into the ground and buried some plastic in the concrete, which is not a good idea. The concrete moves or whatever else, and you got broken plastic and no way to turn it off the way this was done. So he figured it'd be a good idea to add a hose bib. Full size. This is the 3/4 inch, the same size as the main water coming into the house, so you get good flow, good amount of water. Thought it would be a good idea to put a hose bib outside. You see, this is what he did. And then the ground, you see the ground there? That's water, that bond, it ties the water to the main ground so that the water pipe can't get energized without causing a short circuit and opening opening the circuit on whatever's energizing it. The valve obviously is to go down and feed whatever sprinkler system or whatever you might add on to that. All right, so what we're doing today is adding a plug. This bedroom, like most bedrooms of this vintage, had 2 plugs in it. One on that wall and one on that wall. Since we had this open on the 3rd wall, we thought, you know what, and there's a circuit running right through there, why not add another plug? So this is kind of a little lesson in adding an outlet on knob and tube. You can see what I did here. I skimmed the neutral there where it was running by, and I did the solder thing on there. I wrapped the wire around the neutral, the conductor, scraped it nice and clean, put some flux on it, and soldered it. Did the same thing here on the hot. Now with knob and tube, you'll notice where the pipe crosses the knob and tube, there's loom on it. And that was done way back before that copper was in the way there. The reason they put the loom was those wires were too close together running through. They all come together at the panel closer than they're supposed to be. There's a minimum distance apart on knob and tube. I think it might have been 3 inches. These were closer than that, so they covered them in loom. Also, whenever you cross a grounded surface, you're supposed to put loom on them. Well, that works here too, because now that the copper's there. You see this this strapping bar, even though it's not it's not connected to the copper, I'm going to split some loom and slide loom over these so that they're not crossing that other metallic thing there without being protected or covered, so they can't come in contact with it. Down here, I'm going to do the same thing. You notice I put loom all the way down to the next knob and then into the box. And you also notice on knob and tube, the knobs are almost never straight. They're at an angle. See, like this? And they're done that way for a reason. The guy wiring this house would have started with the knob up there. And then come down here, put the tube through the wood, and then come down here and driven this one at an angle. As he drives that knob and it tightens on the wire, the more you drive it, it tries to straighten out and it tightens up that wire. Let's see if I can illustrate that. Watch this. It's getting tighter. See, I can't hit it very hard. See how tight that got? That's why the knobs are driven at an angle. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to split a piece of loom and put it over this. You tape the whole length of the loom when you split it. I could maybe slide this one, but I don't want to pull it out of the whatever it's doing over there. I don't want to pull it out of that. And then I'm gonna cover this in loom also, all the way down to the box. And then I'll put because you notice there's another ground. This is that bond wire. So it shouldn't be close to that either without being protected. So it's going to entirely be covered with loom in this area. All right, so kind of that's the lesson of adding an outlet on knob and tube for today. All right, I'll show you a little more when I get a little further. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so there's the final product. There's your outlet. All tied in where it's nice and safe. Nothing's around anything where it shouldn't be. Notice the loom here. It's split and then it's taped full length, and then I don't have the little, they have these little fiber rings they used to use on the conductors. They called them Zinkies for this very purpose, to hold a tube or to hold a loom. I thought I saved some, but I couldn't find them. So I just did the next best option. Take a piece of wire and you crimp it over the other wire. So anyway, see the ground here on the water pipe going down and grounding the outlet. It's tied to the box, so it bonds the metal box. Should be all set. Talk to you later. Bye. Tying in the water today. Say hello, Scott.
Hello, Scott. Good times.
After going to work on a service call.
Yay.
This is the back of the bathroom vanity. You see, you got the tub valve done yesterday. That's going to be a single handle at this point. So it's getting there. This has turned in, like Scott was saying yesterday, this has turned into a total mechanical update.
Didn't plan on that, just worked out that way.
Complete new water, complete new gas, not complete new wiring, but a lot of it got cleaned up in this area anyway and other places. So I think what's left is pretty much the original stuff, which doesn't need cleaning up.
Not much left.
That's true. See, this corner got all closed up. So now you have a dryer vent, you have a drain for the washer, hot and cold for the washer, a dedicated circuit for the washer, and dedicated circuit plus gas for the dryer. Should be pretty cozy. Bye.